Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Antigonus Gaming with Metaphor Refantazio. We are back in Martira. In the last video, we met up with Heismay and finally found out that he is a Ujif, who was kicked out of the Knights for not abiding their corruption. His son was murdered, which led him to become depressed. After coming back, we exposed Morris for being corrupt, and the actual person, one of the people orchestrating the kidnappers, Lady Joanna, disappeared. Barden is helping us, so we've got kind of a divide in the guard between the people loyal to Barden and the people loyal to Morris. And we're going to be investigating the castle underground, trying to figure out where Lady Joanna is and what this monster that Morris is feeding.
Take a look.
The kids to. We'll be doing some shopping and stuff first, see if there's any quests we can pick up that we can do once we're done with the dungeon, because we'll have extra days after we're done, of course. We don't have enough help to help with everything. This is the recruiter at the dispatch center. No surprise here. We're taking on our quest. Let's see, do we have anything? Oh, actually, we do have a new one. Alpha Rockworm Volmo, Monstrous Maneater. I need to slay the Alpha Rockworm in the Maneater's Grotto, the cave southeast of Martira. The informant in the tavern through the thoroughfare square in Martira should have more
What do you think of
details.
this?
Oh, I guess I could have saved the quest for Nuris for collecting this bounty, but
Hey.
I wanted to get the gunner thing unlocked, so I'll say we'll do it. So he says it's down southeast of Comero, that town we got the key item for to start Nuris's quest
Good
line.
hunting to you. Let's do it.
It's a level 3.5 out of 5. We get some courage and some reeve.
Ooh.
That's the Planet's Grotto. What a chilling name.
And right there's a labyrinth.
All right then.
The only quest that we can take would be,
An elder candidate?
the dude with the suit that we keep, but we don't have the Royal Versus to talk to him yet. I don't think. No, I think Imagination to talk to him. That's still level 1.
Okay.
See, so we're in Idle's Day, so we can armor's on sale.
Hey.
You be real.
Let me see if I can appraise anything. The weapon here. A bow, which the bows are for the gunners.
What now?
Heismay. Oh, okay. Endurance plus 3, magic plus 3, luck plus 1. I guess I'll give them the gambler's shield. So I want to be giving people I'll give my protagonist endurance. Oh, and he'll give Stroll the glow igniter, which lets him cast a light element spell. Won't do that much damage, but at least gets a little bit of magic. We're heading up we're in the like area with all the shops. That'll take us back up towards the well. But we're gonna check the item shop first.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we'll want more revival. I'll spend a good chunk of money on that. Looks like we can give speeches outside the King's Rock now because there's podiums, but we're gonna focus on doing the dungeon first. Because in one of these games, it's always nice to just get the dungeon out of the way, because you know, you're timed on it, so you don't want to run out of days by doing side quests and then realize you've run out of time. Although I went the wrong direction, went up towards the castle and head down towards the well.
All right then.
I can just go straight there, right? Yeah.
Let's go.
Alley. Okay, I can just fast travel. I'm just gonna head straight down the. Heismay, we cannot allow any more people to be sacrificed. This is an incident that must be solved.
What do you
as soon as
think?
possible. Want to explore the castle? I'll say
Got
let's
it.
go. So that's how we're spending today. So we jump down the well.
Okay.
The monster that Nira saw, I think it's somewhere in here.
Yeah.
To start with. And to find Morris, we need to catch him and make him tell the truth.
I'm going.
We can't let a man so hungry that he'd kidnap children go unpunished. We must resolve this foul incident at all costs.
Stay present and focused.
But now we're back where we were before, in the tunnel. We encountered Morris. Then all of a sudden, the lights turn off, and we, like, there's a waterway on the other side of the wall, and we can see through, like, bars in the wall, and there's, like, blue shining eyes. It looks like a gold pacifier, and just, like, a head. It's just, like, and then it moves along. So the monster's living in the water, it looks like. What was that? The light went out all of a sudden, and then there was that weird shadow. Seems to be quite large. Could that be the monster we're after? Hulkenberg says. Heismay, there's no doubt about it. That monster from the other night. Likely a man-eating one at that.
Don't tell me.
So we can see, like, the waterways. So we're in, like, the waterways underneath the castle. So this is, like, the... whatever. The aquaways for the city.
I get the feeling we could move something if we tried.
So we got these huge gates here, and we got like a lever we can pull down. And that pulls the gate down, but the gates are more actually like bridges, so they actually block off sections of water too. Lowering the floodgate allows us through. It's an old mechanism, but it appears to have no problem working. Our path ahead is clear.
Oh, yeah?
Let's push through. Let's take them all out.
So we got the enemies are aquatic enemies. They're like big blue and green, like lizard men that have like red spines on their back.
I show no mercy.
Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Heismay study Gunner, because that will help him later on.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
But we're not going to equip him with Gunner. We're just going to use the items to level up his thing, and then he'll be leveling up Thief along the way.
My power swells forth.
This is actually one of the most effective ways to level up multiple archetypes at once. Is to have a couple characters.
I have retained my edge.
I have a couple characters.
My power swells forth.
Stay in archetypes they've mastered.
Steady effort is key.
And I actually just finished Moore's Quest by doing that.
What
I'm
now?
actually gonna see if I can do the same thing for Hulkenberg with Mage. Yep. Okay, perfect. That actually will let me study Magic Knight with her.
I see.
Which is her next one. That'll up all her stats, which she needs, because Knight doesn't have particularly great stats. And,
Fascinating.
they'll
This
have
right
some
here.
magical abilities, too. The heroic embodiment of that of the Adept and Protector, shield of chivalry and martial spirit, who specializes in the art of magic. 8v100 Magless required to channel Magic Knight for the first time. Would you like to unlock this? Say yes.
I'm counting on you.
Yes, I want to entrust Hulkenberg with this
Of
power.
course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. Be shared resolve and honored creed. Take the new form as an Adept Knight. So, Hulkenberg is like in the red mist, and then we see her robotic heart comes out. Magic Knight has a lot more red on the armor. The helmet has like big like, feather-looking things coming out of the back. It's still on a horse, but a lot of the armor on the knight and the horse is red now instead of just like silver, gray, and black, kind of like standard knight armor. O worthy heart, who tempers anxiety into strength greater still, if thou art prepared to remain principled and pursue the path of the protector, shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the knight. So this is the power of the Magic Knight, fitting. With the strength of magic, my shield is made even stronger. Protect His Highness the Prince in the world we're proud of. Magic Knight archetype is awakened. You can now change archetypes.
A new means of protection.
I think that means I can actually inherit skills. I'm gonna want, I think, lightning probably, because I'm fighting monsters that are. And I think probably fire as well. Because I'm in a.
On your toes, everyone!
Oh man, I got ambushed by one of the lizard guys. Who was awesome. He charges up though and doesn't actually
Now
attack.
accept your fate.
Man, it looks like he's weak to
Darker
damage.
arts.
This is their weakness!
Let's
Nice moves, Heismay!
scour.
Then I can just use wind and take him out.
That's the last of them! The way's clear!
I think that's very unusual to get ambushed.
No choice but to cut through them.
Not actually take damage.
How's that?
Then we got more
have
of
the
these
edge.
green
Death will be swift.
A tough one.
I'll use what I must. I shall fall left.
I will
Took
fight
one
with
down.
pride. I'm counting on
4
you.
left! Jump
slash here, see if you can take them all out. There we go.
Looks like that's all of them! Great job, everybody!
We had
To
5 of
ever
them.
greater heights. They're gone. The danger is behind us.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
The enemies around. Watch your step.
Let's push through. Let's give him a fight. Give him my all.
Battle with more wolves.
How's that?
They had no chance against
Weaken, the
Heismay.
next one's yours. No holding back.
It's just more efficient to do this.
And that's that!
Uses up a decent amount of
Victory's
skills
ours.
MP, but it saves everyone else's. It's not too much MP. And it gets us to unscathed triumph.
Sailor!
Oh, and I just got
Brace
ambushed by
yourself.
the lizard guys again. Jump out of the water. But again,
I'll use what I must.
all the
Darker
dudes is
arts.
charged.
This is their weakness!
I won't hold back.
Moves, Heismay!
Win.
A couple spells takes it right out because there's only one of
Looks
them.
like that's all of them! Great job, everybody!
They're dropping
A
spears.
halfway decent result.
Remain steadfast. Some
Yeah,
foes
the
will build
next
rest.
iteration of the monk enemies, these ones are like
Your
ground
trading has
right?
paid off.
But they're pretty weak, so like,
Watch out! We've been
I'm level
spotted!
21, they're only level 15.
I bet
These
We'll
lizard
hold our
guys are
ground.
annoying because they keep slashing. I think
Joel's anxious, and they're targeting him! Heismay!
Face
They've
me.
dropped their defenses!
Rancor.
This is their weakness! Nice move, Heismay!
One left.
Strong
Sword
Take
master.
back your defenses!
They die hard.
Only one left! Finish them off and we're clear! That's the last of them! The way's clear!
no unscathed triumph, but Hulkenberg leveled up.
Our
for
immediate
archetype.
vicinity is secure. We should be
And
safe.
there was a second floodgate when we first came in that we couldn't go across because the lever was on the other side, but now that we're on the other side, we can drop it. So now that opens up a way back to the entrance for us. That cuts, we don't have to go
Look
through
at
this
that.
room anymore. Hey, do you see that?
Look!
When you see through, there's a grate that's been twisted open. You think the hole in the back leads to town? Is that the path the monster used? What
I
strength?
see.
It hid here to avoid being noticed by the guards and then went into town at night. So, basically, there's like the castle walls, because we're in like the far depths of the castle. We can see that there's like a grate that blocks like a big pipe that heads out to the further in, and then where that pipe should head up to a wall, the wall's broken and the grate is all broken too. So that's where the monster's coming in and out.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Got a kind of a long arm, so it's probably
They all seem pretty neat.
great sword
Got
of
this?
some kind. So just another room, waterways and stone areas. We've got like water wheels, pipes.
It shouldn't be anything we can't handle. We'll be okay.
I'll give it my all.
Preemptive!
How's that?
Heismay!
Much obliged.
You're here?
3 enemies
In the
left.
name.
You can do this.
Almost finished.
Only 2
I was
enemies
sworn
left.
oath of knight.
Stay sharp.
Take this!
Oh,
Hang up, formidable
recovered from stun, but it doesn't matter.
For the
In the
castle.
name.
Keep it going.
I'll cut you down.
It used a buff, so
That's the
I
last
was
of
trying to
them.
conserve a
The
little
way's
MP
clear.
there, but
Our foes roam the area still.
Enemies up ahead.
we've got a giant fish that has human
won't
legs
stop
coming
us.
out of it. This fishy fandango, they like put like a bunch of like
The captain's
I'll
anxiety.
use what I must.
We can't let him
stuff
get
on
hit.
them, which increases their anxiety is out of control.
Hey, don't get sloppy,
So
Captain.
anxiety is that status effect you can get first.
You gotta aim better than that.
These things are annoying.
The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him. Slow frozen.
Power of
Do
heroes!
much more damage.
They dodged?
Face me! I show no mercy!
Heismay's the only character I
let's
have
go.
that really has any accuracy.
Win! Still up?
Our main character does too, but they resist wind.
Joel's badly wounded. Can anyone heal him? Stroll
I shall
can't heal
vanquish
anymore.
evil.
Someone heal him.
Ground slash.
Ice magic
This
knight!
is both.
Oh, bolts of lightning!
Now accept your fate!
Let's
Last
go.
one!
They had
incredible,
no chance
Heismay.
against Heismay.
Evasion went back to normal,
Joel's badly wounded.
which is good,
Can
because that means
anyone
it should
heal
be like
him?
hit now.
We're not out of
My
this
thanks.
yet.
Only
I
one
call
left.
upon royal
Finish
power
them off
within.
and work it.
With blade in hand! Oh, Mr.
Got
Fire!
them right in the
I'll use what I must.
Water enemies.
I show apologies!
Okay.
Would you finish it?
Glad I took that. Always interesting
Woo,
when
not
you
too shabby. Let's keep
fish
this up,
enemies
everyone.
are
Whoever
almost
greater power
universally
swells forth.
lady.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
Dimly lit area. We can see lots of like candles and stuff. Is there a treasure here somewhere for me to grab? Oh, it's up on like an upper level.
Let's push through!
Well, I finally snuck up on one of these laser guys.
This is their weakness.
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back.
Heismay.
Dark energy. The dark magic is called Mudo, and it's like very like gooey. The magic attack.
One left.
Fine work, Captain.
So
That's the
Heismay's
last
a
of
dark
them.
magic
The way's
user
clear.
and a dodge tank.
Okay,
His
not
effectiveness
bad at all.
really grows as the
I
story
missed.
goes along. Because his
I
speed
have
growth
never
is
known
just
such heights.
ridiculous. But Wolfenberg got more attack power too. That's what
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
You hanging in there? Not tired, are you?
it's just free EXP points. You just get that.
I think we got them all. We'll be safe for a while.
I assumed it was a treasure chest, and now this. Barrel. It's a treasure chest with like a monster coming out of it. It's a head with a long red tongue. Its skin is like a disgusting fleshy color. It's got two like arms coming out. It's called a P-Right or something like that. So
I show no mercy!
Come forth, royal soul.
usually the
I
best
call
chests
upon
in the
royal
game
power within.
have and you get the treasure only after winning the battle.
Oh, Mystic Fire!
I don't remember if these things have any weaknesses. They tend to cast a lot of status effects, like they just put Hulkenberg and our main character to sleep. But sleep is automatically cured when you're hit, and it them.
Let's
Correct,
go.
this type of enemy is...
Now, what's the play?
Stroll, you gotta aim better than that.
Stroll just missed, which extends out the battle. I just took an unnecessary hit.
Take this!
But we take it out in the next hit.
Satisfactory.
Whoa, here we go.
We got a Prowler's Pipe. The smoking pipe used by the greatest thief in the world increases not steel. So I don't know if I didn't really use a lot of steel in my last playthrough.
you found
Some
something.
games there's a lot of really thief is really useful for stealing stuff. In some games it's just not. It really depends on what the developers do. So now we go up some steps. We're gonna actually I think there's a Magla Hollow here, which is good. That means we're going to save. Always good to take the checkpoints when you got them too,
Check this
just in
out.
case you want to leave and come back. Seems we can take a short break then. So there's like a red carpet and a table and a small fireplace. Heismay's with us now, but he doesn't actually sit in any of the chairs around the table. He hangs from the ceiling like a ninja. So we're gonna make a record here. I'll talk to my allies. I haven't
However?
enough this playthrough. Hulkenberg, I haven't a clue as to what the monster looks like. It's impossible to make it out in this darkness. Gallico, we might not know what it looks like, but we do know that it's covered in very dense magma, so much so that it gives me the...
If so,
Whenever it appears, the lights go out. Isn't that also an effect of its dense magma? Gallic, I believe so. Magma can cause a variety of things, so the lights going out seems as possible as anything. Stroll. So if there's no way of discerning what it is underground, that's rather troublesome.
Let's go.
Then we head through a tunnel that takes us into another part of this underground aqueduct kind of region area. Morris, so you've come, irritating lot you are. We look across a watery passage, and we see stairs going up into the next level of the castle. Surrender, Morris! What you've done is a grave crime. Don't you dare think about running away. Barden's already secured the exit to the town. And what of it? You think those useless guards can do anything about us? Really, do you think this is the time to be running your mouths? He's hungry, you know. And then the lights go off. And what luck, the food's come to us. I'll toast to your help this night. And we can see the golden pacifier, and then the blue eye, like the purple and blue eyes in the darkness. That's it. Oh no, everyone run. So it's looking for us, and there's like a long walkway next to the waterway, and then there's like little like alcoves we can hide in. Morris, that bastard. The monster's at his beck and call, Stroll says. The monster is roaming the waterways. We'll not be able to pursue
That
him
being
like
the
this.
case,
Then should we fight it? We do need to head for the tournament. Suppose now's as good a time
I
as any.
see.
That would be a convenient solution. If you're confident in your skills, you could consider taking it on. Yet we needn't rush into anything we aren't prepared for. We should get the truth from Morris first. The hunting of heads can come after justice is served. I think Morris ran further in. Let's chase after him, but we'll need to avoid getting seen by the
Understood.
monster. You heard her? Don't let the monster see you. We have to pass by undetected. So the monster's got like beams of light that it's shooting out of its body here. So we need to go from like one area to the next. Judging by the size of its movements alone, this is surely no ordinary monster.
let's stash that somewhere safe.
So now we're in the third alcove, and we're hiding behind stuff. And it's going back and forth.
Everyone all right?
So now, once it goes one direction, we run, and then we head up some steps. And they're now up past this area, and the monster goes through a tunnel to another part of the area, the dungeon. I think we've lost it. Well, that was chilling. I felt like that took a year or two off my
Be
life.
that as it may.
What even is that monster? Did Mars have control of it? I cannot fathom how such a man could. I assume it uses its hunger to his advantage. Alright, and if it has not eaten, then it's still out, and it is still out there seeking prey. It would be wise to proceed before it returns. True enough, talking does this little good now. Let's move.
Pushing forward.
This is our chance.
Move.
Here?
Got more of these teeth enemies. These ones are like these ones almost look like cavities. They're like brown and the tops are cut off. Ocher Homo Tetra.
Some dark fool left.
Let's go. Chance against Heismay.
Scour! Last
Got
one!
him.
Are you prepared?
Captain. Looks like that's all of them. Great job, everybody.
Not bad, if I say so myself. That was the last one. Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
We strike first! This battle's ours. Let's go!
I follow my lead.
Heismay.
By this power. Let's keep this up.
Sword
Master!
Hack and slash!
Take out the teeth.
Woo, not too shabby. Let's keep this up, everyone.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
A halfway decent result. Even I had more to learn.
Got magic.
Don't let your guard down. There's more of them.
So let's see. We can go up some steps or across to another area. Across, we got
Let's
more
take
of
them all
this
out,
lizard.
somebody!
Hang up, colleges. Would you finish it?
I'm just gonna.
Got him. And that's that.
If
Victory's
you
ours.
realize, if you're able to get the,
To ever greater heights.
if you are able to get the ambush, which takes off like
There's no
30
time for
50% of the
Get
enemy's
in.
health,
Finish them off.
single AoE attacks can pretty much
Hang up,
finish
colleges.
off battles.
Would you
freedom
finish
of a
it?
wanderer.
Lots of MP.
I shall fight as the load. Are you prepared? Hack and slash!
And that's that. Victory's ours.
Good. 'Tis done. Victory is ours. And safety hard won.
Oh, and in this new area, it looks just like the others. We got the waterways, the platforms, the lizard guys.
Brace yourselves!
These teeth enemies are new.
I'm fighting.
The captain's fighting his anxiety and they're targeting him.
I prefer the suit guy who doesn't attack us and just makes
Captain,
it just
they
makes
slowed you down.
gives us advice.
Let's stay calm. The next one's yours.
No holding back!
Ground slash. They hit them all with ground slash.
Such bitter cold. A blunder.
Heismay's frozen.
Blade in hand!
Careful. His attacks won't hit as hard as
Oh,
usual.
bolts of lightning!
Captain,
So
they've slowed you down.
Some darker
This is their
arts.
weakness.
The freedom of open looking good here.
I call upon royal power within!
Beautiful stroll.
I
Dust
have
them
sworn
all out.
oath of knighthood. They read my strike.
Pull yourself
Hulkenberg
together.
missed. I hate enemy debuffs and buffs can be very overpowered in Atlus games. In some games they don't. In some companies games they don't matter that much. But in Atlus games they can
Okay,
really be
I don't
game
think there's
breaking,
any more
especially at
backup
harder
coming.
difficulties.
Keep moving.
And in fact, in some enemies are designed in such a way that you have to use certain debuffs or buffs in order to actually win fights.
Anyone assist?
Got another ambush.
You face the
I I'll use what I must. Die!
I will fight Seeker! Scour!
I call upon royal power within!
You hit their weak
I guess
point.
the fake
heroes!
chests are weak
Oh,
to
bolts
blade.
of lightning!
It's frozen. Careful.
I show no
It's hard as
mercy.
usual.
It's okay, won't hold back! A tough one!
We'll zip it out.
I'm tired.
Heismay's frozen.
Ah!
Attack won't really hard as usual. The captain's
So
asleep.
face me! Mandible berry.
Rise and shine.
In that
I call upon royal power within!
Alright. Sleep, fortunately, is a status effect I do believe it doesn't.
Nobody will stand for a decent result.
Nice. Here we go.
Orson Zephyros, a holy sword infused with healing magic. All HP recovery during a battle. Does that have a stronger attack than
What now?
what I've got? Nah, it would be a 30-point drop. Pretty significant, actually. Do I not have the... Should I level up healing?
New notification. New download update. Press the PS button for details.
Oh, our main character.
All right.
Patra will, I'm actually going to give him Patra and then
All right.
Medi. Patra is a skill that will let him heal status ailments without having to use items, which is actually good.
I bet there's treasure around here.
Got more of our
You've no time for cares. Mandible berry.
Gets us
Face me! Four left.
You're incredible, Heismay.
Still up?
I shall vanquish evil.
other thing about getting the
What a finale! Keep your energy up, everyone!
especially against enemies that are going to hit you with status effects.
I think that's all of them.
You can't if you take them out right away.
Good find.
And this spell for Tetrakarn, which is like a physical barrier ability. Let's see here.
What now?
Probably use them.
Shouldn't be anything we can't handle.
I was
hold
trying
our
to back
ground.
the enemy out, but I wasn't.
Dodged! Nice one, Captain!
We missed one.
Captain, they've slowed you down!
Some darker
Their
arts.
weakness!
Seeker!
Nice moves, Heismay!
Win! Just two left!
Hulk
Are you
and
prepared?
slower.
Guy.
Control, you gotta aim better than that!
Is everyone up? Come! Buster
Attack was
unfazed!
nullified?
Black lightning, but it's okay except for that. Good to know.
Oh, please.
Captain, they've slowed you down!
Die!
I won't hold back! The blade got careless!
Don't get sloppy, Captain!
Now I shall vanquish evil.
Control, you gotta aim better than
One of
that!
the teeth has forget, which means you can't use any skills. So it tries using skills, but it can't remember any of those, so it just wastes a turn. Debuff both ways, so that
Let justice prevail!
okay, so I guess
Not
fire
now.
and
There!
Hulkenberg slay this one.
Almost decided
Let
where
us
to
click
cut this
E.
hand.
I will
Whew,
teeth
not too
usually
shabby.
have block
Let's keep
certain
this up, everyone.
Satisfaction. Acquired a
depending
new
on
power.
what type they are.
Some enemies are still
Deadline,
around.
that's a huge ability.
Brace yourself.
Trying to dodge that. Again,
What's happened?
if I recall, I had the main character in Gunner last time I went through this dungeon, so I shot off
Now accept your fate.
range.
Can't
So I
run
didn't
anymore.
dodge.
Captain, they've slowed you down.
I call upon royal power within.
Troll, you gotta aim better than that.
Magic Knight! Oh, and nothing stops you. Satisfactory.
Oh, power of kings.
What a shame.
Dodge! You've got some
Got her,
damage.
because the other one attacked us and missed.
Your speed's down. Got him. Nice going, Captain.
Try some of this.
Big slash from Stroll for a critical, and we win the battle.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone. There are some enemies left. Stay strong.
I see you.
Let's settle this quick.
Fire elemental, so we want to try to take this one out.
I show no mercy.
Seeker.
These things, if we get these things
In the
unscathed, they get
You gotta aim better than that.
on.
There they
His
go.
accuracy is
What now?
I'm gonna need to give him an assist or something.
Nice find. Looks like it could be useful.
I don't think anything would be too tough.
Oh, still alive, are you? Well, aren't you not terribly lucky? We're looking across the way, we see Morris. Don't be complacent for long, Morris. You'll be at the edge of a blade soon enough.
Silence.
Oh, shut up. You're nothing but bait, and yet you continue to run your mouths. I welcome you to come after me. It's feeding time.
Why are you
see
still
the
here
eyes coming?
and not in someone's belly?
Don't think you're...
No.
Hide yourselves. Hurry.
Damn it.
Damn it, not again. Whenever we have him cornered, he calls that thing.
Fear not.
Do not fret. It is not any different from before. We have to avoid being seen by the monster and pass through undetected.
I think there's treasure nearby. It's okay.
We found something.
Our risk pays off.
Everything's pretty standard.
Staring right at us, but we're behind something, so he can't see us. We've crossed over, so it's a longer trial this time.
I imagine that would be of use.
Everyone all right?
Not good. Run for it!
Do I overuse our items?
I think is that I don't think I've actually run away from a battle yet.
Get
Farewell.
the heck out of here!
It's,
Don't lose focus.
Got it? What now?
we see it. Run across the bridge. Go up some steps. And the thing the monster moves on. part of the sewer system. And the lights come back on.
All right.
You can see all the turn wheels and the pipes and stuff again. Well said to Morris, though, slippery fellow.
But
This castle could only have so many hiding places. Let us proceed as we are.
Oh,
We now go up through through a gate. We go forward.
Damn it all!
It's time to give up this sad little quest. I've had it with you.
Give
You
up.
see Morris on like top of a ledge by an entrance that goes probably up into the castle proper, and there's like a huge, like, you know, area where all the different waterways kind of converge together. We've got like a huge thing of water, but we're on like a lower entrance, and then there's a ladder from where he's standing, but it goes into the water, and the monster's in the water, so we can't just jump and swim, or else the monster will sense us. I believe that's our line. You sent people to their deaths for a coin purse. Now you owe recompense.
Silence.
Heismay says. Did you leave your roosts? Did you leave your roost to sermonize at me, little bastard? It wouldn't have come to this if you just given up your head. Only a matter of time anyway. It's hungry and it'll be on your heels. He runs off into the castle.
Like I'd let you.
You think we'll just let you get away? Often. Stroll, wait, take a look around you. We'd have to use that ladder there to give chase, but it's blocked with sewage. The drain pump seems to be in working order. If we lower the floodgate, it should stop the water from flowing and lower the water levels, you know?
all good.
Let's do that. From what I can see, there are 6 floodgates total. Lowering all the gates should drain all the water. Let's give it a go.
You see?
Alright, so the first thing we do is there's one on the left of us and one on the right of us. And we can lower both of those and get those out of the way right away. Looks like the water level's dropping. Keep at it. And that means there's 4 gates remaining. Let's get rid of this resting one. So the water drops about 1/3 because we've got 2 out of 6 gates. And this area looks just the same. It's sewers. We've got, you know, it's all stone.
Wait, I think maybe we should try moving things. No.
We've got one of those
Looks like
egg
we found
monsters, but instead of having an egg this time, it has like actual
Say we're
armor. So
evenly
we're gonna
matched. Which
avoid
means
that. We actually
you've got this.
used one of the
I bet we could move something
floodgates
near
as a
here.
bridge. This was something I discovered before because one of the levers is actually up on the second, like on a second level. And if you lower you can lower that floodgate initially, because we saw it as soon as we crossed over to the right. That's the side I went to first. But if you lower it, then you can't get over to this platform. And when I did this the first time, I wound up running in circles until I realized that
Looks like they found
I
us.
had to lower them in a specific order. Got more of these teeth guys, but I'm just gonna. My character
We've
is starting to
lost
run
them.
a little low
Let's
on
stay
health
on
and
your
mag
guard.
MP. And conserving your stuff is always key in these kind of dungeons, the longer dungeons. And this is one of the longer dungeons of the game. That leaves us 2 gates. Gallica, what's
Yeah.
wrong? I'm sensing something. The monster might be coming our way.
Just hurry.
Not good. Let's hurry.
Somehow.
I get the feeling we could move something if we tried.
Okay, with chest.
We found
We're
something.
so lucky.
Divine speed cloak. That's undecided if I should give that to Heismay to improve his agility, his evasion, or if I should get the stroll because his accuracy is so bad. The speed increases agility and evasion.
Shouldn't be anything we can't handle. We'll be okay.
Head on up some steps here. That should help us lower one of the gates, I think. I wonder if when I did this weeks ago. Oh, I got hit by the human that has
They're seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious. Heismay's about to collapse. Someone kill him fast.
This isn't good.
Now accept your fate.
So, the human has armor on.
Power.
He needs healing now.
Let's see how this plays out.
Magic Knight!
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak
Oh,
spot.
power of kings. Commendable bearing. Ridiculous.
Come forth, Royal Sword!
Just enough to magical power and MP to
Looks like that's all of
muscle
them.
through this because I didn't have that many enemies. to
Evergreen
fight.
effort is key.
Yep, thunder magic. Alright, I'm gonna have to heal here. Well, I bought a bunch of fairy dust, so I may as well just use a couple of them and then use one medicine each for everyone. And got some I'll just use a couple of magma pills on Stroll, and I'll try to just fill up spells with those.
Strong ones ahead.
Expect no
fire.
cover.
We've got our fire.
I show no
element here.
mercy.
I'm Seeker! Scout! A tough one.
No holding back! I'll cut you down!
We take out the fire element fairly quickly.
Okay, I don't think there's any more backup coming. Let's keep moving.
Our immediate vicinity is secure. We should be safe.
Yep, we're safe here. Wait, I think maybe we should try and...
We can drop one gate here, and this one connects us to that little room that I was just in before where I had the chest. So that's actually behind the platform we're trying to get up on top of, it looks like. And then here's the last gate. So we did all three on the left and right side. And the left and right side look a little different in the way they're laid out, so... That drops all the water.
Well done.
The water's been drained completely. We should be able to descend now.
You shouldn't.
You hear that? That terrible cry and none too far.
Let's go.
Let's not linger enough to let it see us then. I don't want to deal with it.
I'm heading out.
So now there's a ladder behind us. Actually, now we're back on the middle platform. And there is a ladder that like descends into a little like area underneath. And now we're in the bottom. There's the slime and the green slime enemies that we fought.
How's that?
No choice but
There's large ones, it looks like, that are...
This won't stop us.
These are similar to the ones we found inside the worm's body. Dazed, it looks
Captain's
like.
dazed.
Now accept your fate.
Time landing him.
This rift.
Heismay's in a
won't hold
daze.
back.
He's gonna have
Wait,
trouble.
still here?
I shall vanquish evil. Hack
Trap
impossible!
was nullified?
That's block slash, not good.
Captain's dazed.
Power of
He's gonna have a
heroes!
hard time landing hits.
Good.
Some dark
Miss? Work on your aim, Heismay.
Scour! Didn't work?
Don't get sloppy, Captain.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
blunder.
Recovered from days, recovered from...
Heismay, they've dropped your defenses.
Oh, holy light!
Only one
Magic
left.
Knight!
Finish them off and we're clear.
Rancor!
So we gotta use magic on these things. So even though we can slash them on the overworld,
Right.
that's
I
just
could get
kind of
used
a
to this.
stand-in for generally getting a
Looks like it's not
preemptive
safe
strike.
yet. Stay alert.
Ah.
I don't think anything
Come on.
will be too tough. Right?
We were able to do it. The little ones don't really give us that many points, but we'll take whatever money and stuff they drop. We head up the ladder. So now we're up on the platform. We can like look down and see the area we just explored and all the enemies we didn't fight, but we fought a few of them. And then we can run in.
We've lost
see
them,
a red
but stay
crystal.
on your guard.
Oh no.
A bunch of red crystals, actually. It's a dead end. That's impossible.
No.
Morris has had to have escaped through here. Let us search the area.
Hey!
And we've got a bunch of these. Oh, and I got aimed.
They'll need more than this.
really don't like
Losing
trying
this
to
chance
attack
while
them.
Hulkenberg's anxious.
This is nothing.
Hulkenberg's been burned. She gets hit.
Apologies. Would you finish it?
Maybe not.
Last one for the captain.
It's Swordmaster.
Keep it going. Whew, not too shabby. Let's keep this up,
And just
everyone.
run through here. Oh, that's not good.
Brace yourselves.
Alright, so the crystal emitted some kind of...
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. Captain's on his last legs. Someone get him healed up.
I should have known.
And, of course, we could not.
Everything's numb.
Captain's on his last legs. Someone get him healed
We're
up.
surrounded.
We couldn't. That's...
Is that all? This is nothing.
Are you prepared?
Someone get him healed up.
A first one!
With blade in hand! Oh, missing fire! Enemy reinforcement!
Oh, come on! More of them? Only 2
Now
enemies left.
accept your fate.
Son of Swordmaster! They die hard!
Is that right there?
Alright, we took them out.
Yeesh,
That was
got ugly.
stressful. If the main character dies on the map, you get a game over.
We destroyed the
And if you
crystal.
destroy the crystal, any enemies that spawn out of it dies
You
automatically.
feel the power coursing through me.
I actually don't need to go over there. Probably chests or
Watch
something.
out.
Yeah, there's
We've
treasure
been
over
spotted.
there. Dang it!
Incoming.
Thing was able to hit. I was trying to see if I could do like a hit run on this crystal thing to take them all out, but it's
All power of kings.
I will hit. One left.
No holding back!
Captain.
Okay, die hard!
Only one left.
Take this.
Finish them off quickly. That's the last of them. The way's clear. Stay sharp. Quick, let's finish.
Tis our
Now,
will.
we must strike.
Yet cling to life.
these things aren't so bad when you get the chance to strike these green walls here. But when you don't, they're annoying because they have such
Woo,
low
not
health.
too
If you
shabby.
can get the
Let's
bonus
keep
damage
this
from
up, everyone.
the ambush, they go down.
Look alive. We are not done yet.
This won't stop us.
And they can hit you like through the crystal too, which is extremely irritating.
Commendable bearing.
I will hit. Stay sharp.
Got him.
It's not
My
around.
life is in your hands.
Magic Knight! Oh, mystic fire!
What a finale! Keep your energy up,
I feel
everyone.
stronger.
I shall rise to the occasion.
Stay sharp.
And destroying the crystal took them
Well
out.
done. The
Fish
scourge
things
is no more.
were defending some kind of treasure, but now they've moved.
We've been spotted!
So
On
we
your
can actually
guard!
Try to get around them. Get whatever it was they were guarding. It's like a couple of pieces of wood that we could sell for a lot of money. We got the EXP we wanted. We stole the treasure. No sense
I
in
think we'll
getting
be
into
okay
a
if we
fight
made it
with
this
those
far.
things. It would be really
Probably.
irritating. Alright. And now we crawl through here, and we're along another narrow passage, flanked or parallel with a waterway. And Gallica says she has a bad
Whoa.
feeling about this. The lights go off. We know what that means in this dungeon.
Really?
And the monster is literally right next to us. We are easy prey here. Run before we are eaten.
Run!
Over here!
So we have to run, and there's like boxes in the way, and this thing is like knocking down things. There's like grates and stuff. So we have to get down the tunnel before it gets to us. see things exploding. The lift, we can use it to escape. We get all the way down to the end of the sewers, and we get on the lift, and the monster in the waterway can only see us taking the lift up into the bottom of the castle. Up from the depths into the lower level of the castle itself. I thought we were goners, heading up the way to safety, right? A hairline escape indeed, Heismay says. We were fortunate there was a lift. We should be making our way into the castle proper now. Morris has to be somewhere ahead. He's going to pay for making us go through that.
Hey!
We're gone quite a ways up. Do you think we're inside the castle yet? It feels different than the part of the castle Baden took us to. More like a secret underground passage. It likely is. It makes sense that Morris would run
Let's
this
do
way.
it!
Morris can't have gotten far. Let's look.
However,
And there's another Magla Hollow, which definitely, totally means there's not something really important about to come up.
All right!
Right.
This one looks just like the other one. You got the red carpet and a table. So we're gonna make a record here. Let's talk to our allies.
Hey.
Hey, what do you make of this lady, the Lady Joanna, Stroll asks. Heismay, Barden has faith in her, but after these trials within, I find it hard to believe she's not involved with this.
Yeah.
Right. Whenever the circumstances are, she has to be wrapped up in it somehow. Morris could be threatening her, or perhaps worse. Either way, I think she's another key to the whole thing. Hulkenberg, I don't wish to doubt her. She thinks of her people as, and was heartbroken over the incident. Such nobility is rare. I'd like to believe that. What should I do? I'll say, resume exploring.
Let's go!
What
I'm
now?
actually gonna bite the. I gotta use more of my Magla pills here. Saving my larger Magla items for boss fights when you don't want to be, when you want to be able to use fewer items to have greater effect. So we run in. We're now
Next time for sure.
in more of the castle proper. The floor's a little nicer. The walls are, you know, more decorative. And we're like, we've got an entrance in front of us that's a little bit above us. And we've got like double staircases on each on one side, and the entrance in the middle. And in front of the entrance is Morris and Joanna. Give it up, Morris. There's nowhere left to. Halt. So you were with her all along with you. Planning to take her hostage, you cur. You would dare threaten your liege lady?
Wow.
For people have made it this far, you're really rather dull, hopeless.
enough.
What are you scheming, you knave? Can you hear the monster crying? Hey, what was that? The monster? You're long past due for being eaten. I had to lure you here to see it done. And on that note, dinner is served. And then a trapdoor opens and we drop down. What? Ah.
Huh?
What the? Why am I falling too? Oh, come on.
Hey,
I said wake up, Gallica says. We can see nothing. Then, okay, so now we're in a prison cell down in the depths. So like the sewer system.
think we'll make it?
Prison area. Finally, you okay? We got thrown into cells while we were out. I managed to stay hidden inside your bag.
You bastard.
Familiar male voice. Do you know who I am? I'm a bloody captain of the state, of Grand Tread's bloody army. And this tawdry guard corps locks me up like some criminal? I have never been so mistreated. It's Klinger.
That?
That voice, isn't that Captain Klinger, the one that fled from the mines? Why would he be here? If you're so important to the Royal Army, would you really be here alone? Not that it matters, it's nearly supper time. No, please, I wouldn't even taste good. Ah! No, I don't want to believe it. That had to have been Captain Klinger's voice. They used him to feed the monster. So instead of returning to Grand Trad, he came to Martira, only to get caught by Morris. How terrible. Oh, finally awake, eh? Got your friends in cages as well. Almost feeding time for the beasts. And you, my friends, are the next course. Huh? This is what happens when you stick your noses where they didn't belong. But unfortunately, the time has come. There's a limit to how much bait we can procure. By the time the guard corps comes around, I'll be long gone from this backwater hovel. You Stay healthy now, you hear? Ha ha ha, Morris walks off. Captain Klinger, what happens to him is a really good example in this story of how there's like different levels of evil. And like, well, he's a really bad person. He's a corrupt, he's a corrupt politician within the army that worked his way up in the army, and he doesn't really care about the lives of his men. He's not kidnapping children and feeding them to monsters. Like, there's different levels of evil, and the fact that, he winds up not being brought to justice by, our party or another force that's also a force for good. He winds up just being a victim of people that are even worse than him. Really kind of illustrates the type of message, I think, that this game tries to send about politics and how there are different levels of evil and some people are worse than others. So, just an exemplar of how the nuance in this plot grows over time. And Morris must think he can get out of the city. We've got to find him before he does. We don't have time to be stuck in a cell, that's for sure. So there's so Gallica's outside the cell now, and look, there's a contraption here that'll probably open a cell. Sit tight, Gallica to the rescue. So she pushes the lever down and it opens up the door, but it also opens up a second cell that has a bunch of monsters in it. Careful, we've got incoming. But they're a bunch of weak wolves. So, woo, I think we managed to fend them off in time for being. What's everyone else doing? That voice, is that you, Gallica? Are you nearby?
Was that?
Heismay, his voice is coming past this gate. Hold on a second. She flies through the gaps in the metal gates, because it's great, and she knocks down the lever, and that opens up the grate into the rest of the prison area. Ah, you two are all right.
Well,
a successful jailbreak, I see. We avoid being eaten yet again. It looks like everyone was locked in different cells. We got to get them out quickly. Hold on a moment. The contraption seems to open the cell next to it as well. Right, but there would be no other way around it. It seems each cell contains a different variety of monster. You should consider the order you open the cells in. Be sure to check back with the others. We leave our escape in your capable hands. So Heismay's got 5 of the green wolves. There's other cells that have nothing in them, where they've got like a little bit of treasure
that
that are already open.
Handy. Pocket it. Hey, you found something.
So it looks like our cell actually is in the same area as the others. Hulkenberg's has 2 of the lizard guys. And then Stroll has 1 like giant chimera beast. So I think we're gonna go around. So when we're looking at this, starting on the left, all the way around to the right, it goes Heismay, Hulkenberg, Stroll, and I think that's the right order to do this. However, my character is fairly low on health, so I'm going to heal him. And as much as I don't want to continue wasting magic pills, I'm going to use 2 of them on my main character.
What do you think?
How should we open Heismay's cell? I'll say let's open
Got it.
Okay, sorry to keep you waiting. So, the first thing that happens is the little gate opens, Heismay comes out, and then the big gate opens, and we've got...
Get ready.
Fear not.
Oh, but actually, we've leveled up enough that these wolves
Impressive.
can be defeated without a battle, which... That was actually a really wise choice. It's over. Thank you for getting me out of there. I owe you. What are you talking about? We're allies, of course.
My thanks.
I see you. You have my thanks. Right.
Yeah.
So, is there anything in his cell or the one with the wool? Oh, the one with the wolves had a chest in it.
We found
Grab
something.
that. And Tumbra Igniter. It allows you to use darkness spells. A darkness spell. And does it have any other treasure in here? No. So, okay, so now we can get Hulkenberg out.
What do you think?
Should we open Hulkenberg's
Got
cell?
it.
So let's open. Alright, sorry to keep you waiting, Hulkenberg. And we got 2 of these lizard guys.
Okay.
Watch out.
Stay on guard.
Oh, we have to give... Not on my watch. Let's quick.
I bet we could move something near here.
Oh, they ambush.
Incoming.
These things have really strong range.
Some dark
To magic.
Free seeker.
Move, Heismay.
Scour. Just one left.
Spells.
Fine work.
Put one down.
Oh, bolts of lightning.
Kind of tell by the pace we're going. We're getting close to the end of our our dungeon quest
That's
here.
the last of them. The way's clear.
I mean, you're dead again. Apologies for putting you through the trouble.
No problem.
Right back at you. The most important thing is that you're okay. You are ever reliable.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see. Is there any trick to anything to get? Yep, there's a treasure chest in the cell that the wizard men were in. So I saw a sapper pendant. It prevents burn. And now
What do you think?
we're gonna open Scroll Cell, which has the strongest of the 3 groups of enemies. This one is like an actual legit kind of like mini boss.
Watch out!
The enemy is going to pack a punch.
Incoming!
So be careful. I'm with you. Let's get this done.
There are enemies around.
And since we
Watch
haven't
your
fought
step.
this thing before, it can...
Our usual
I
tactics
shall
should
be your
work.
opponent.
Oh, power of kings!
Let's go. Win!
You hit their weakness.
Weak to wins.
That's your opening, Captain.
I'll cut you down!
With blade in hand! Oh, you resist?
Blocks lightning. That's not good. And Hulkenberg got anxiety for his
They're seizing their chance while Hulkenberg's anxious.
Now accept your fate!
Fight is power.
You hit their weakness.
I shall
That's
vanquish
your opening,
evil!
Captain.
Hack and slash!
Oh,
Die hard!
so this thing
Observe the
is a chimera. It's got like 2 lion heads, but the lion heads have ram horns, and then it has like a weird beast-like body that has body parts of different types of animals, and then its tail is like literally a snake, like a diamond.
I
Like
stand
I can't tell
ready.
if it's like a diamondback or something, but it's a green snake that has like the wide oval-shaped body right below its head and the yellow eyes. So, you know, chimera being a multi, a monster of multiple different types. We got a critical hit, which gives us 1 extra turn, which actually gives us just enough attacks to finish this thing off.
Smooth
So,
finish.
wasn't
Great
quite a
work,
mini boss,
everyone.
but
Ever greater, even
one of the stronger
I have
enemies
more
we've
to
faced
learn.
up to this point. Agility and luck up for Heismay, no
That'll
shock.
do it.
His agility is absurd.
You're a lifesaver.
He made it. Sorry about that. Thanks for
Okay.
the help. You're welcome. Glad you're safe. Being eaten alive is not high on my list of ways to go, so I do appreciate it.
Got it.
At present, an account of it looks like it. Let's hurry after Morrison. He's probably trying to skip town as well.
What?
Impudent bastard. He has another thing
Hurry.
coming. Let's find a way back up. Morris will not wait long. Alright, so all we gotta do now is just get the chest over here. And it's got like gold stuff shining around, so we know it's
Nicely
good.
done.
Sleepy-eyed katana. Even a tiny cut from this blade can put the victims into the dreamiest slumber. So that should be an upgrade
now?
for Heismay. Go from the nameless katana. Yeah, it's like 50 points. That's actually a very, very good upgrade. And status elements aren't that impactful in this game, but Bloody Iron Chair. This trail of blood is fresh. This is the cell that Klinger was locked up in. Klinger, I didn't think it was possible, but it really was his voice that I heard. Morris ended up using him as bait. That means that the monster was here. And Stroll just grimaces and says nothing. So, you know, again, Klinger, bad person.
If you see use for it, I
Definitely
say take it with you.
punishment. But, you know, the plot, Atlus plots are usually pretty good at showing the nuances and different levels of good and evil.
Let's hurry.
And, you know, Klinger, you know, on the lower, you know, as bad as he was for setting up that group of troops, you know, kind of on the lower end of evil when it comes to the grand scheme of a story like this. Even as bad as even as bad and awful as he is.
Oh, that's not half bad.
We're in like a little room with like a table and stuff. We got a treasure chest here. Ambrosia, which is like the next level up from Fairy's Dust. We come back we're into that same room we were before. The trapdoor's still open. We're gonna go back and save again, just because it's always a good thing to save after you've just gone through a story sequence that took 10 or 15 minutes, which that one probably more like 10. Make a record, and then we're gonna head on up through the door that we saw Joanna and Morris in front of.
Let's go.
Back into the lower level of the castle now. We head up these steps here, and then there's like the door. It's more like, it looks like a door inside the castle. And you know, we've got like carpeted floors now and stuff. It's not just like a sewer system underneath the city. We open the doors. And we head into a room.
These are.
So we see all these like so we see like toys, we see like little like a playpen, a toy horse, a teddy bear.
I thought Joanna was childless. At least right now. Didn't Burden say something about that?
A strange thing to find locked away, isn't it?
This portrait.
Tis
most odd as well. 'Tis common for the noblesse to have a portrait painted in celebration of their child's birth. But this one depicts neither her husband nor child.
It's a picture of Joanna when she's much younger and she's pregnant. But it's all scratched up. It's really old and it looks like it's been slashed with like various beams.
You know, you're right. Haven't really seen many portraits of a pregnant wife alone.
Gallica finds a diary on the floor.
Hey, look.
A diary. Looks like it belonged to the nurse who raised Joanna's son. I see. Apparently, Joanna was unmarried, never formally bound in marriage to the father of her child.
So 'twas a love child? An illicit affair?
Apparently so. At least here in Martira. The father was a foreigner of another tribe. Their marriage would never have been accepted. The traditionalists always say mixed blood children are abominations, terrible omens. And superstitions like that tend to carry a lot more weight in the countryside. Joanna brushed it off. Said it was ridiculous and irrational. She was about to announce the child's birth. And then tragedy struck. The old woman, the nanny they'd hired, she killed the boy in his crib.
What?
Seems like this was around the time the human sightings were becoming more widespread.
It would be easy to ascribe the birth as the ill-fated omen. But to justify murdering a child?
Joanna's family was overjoyed. The deed kept the abomination out of the public eye. They never even investigated her crime. And Joanna's love, the father, was banished from the city. The nurse's diary concludes, "O God, please forgive me for my sin most wicked."
Oh. Let's move on. This is looking worse by the minute.
So this appears to be maybe the room. We got Joanna's diary is on a desk. So this looks like maybe this was the room that she used to work out of, and she had the baby stuff set up in it so it could be in here with her when she was doing her job as the head of the city. It's the diary. It seems to be about raising a child. Day 53. The child is growing up healthy. He's eaten a lot of food today too. But what a big eater, finishing food in one bite. Ah, my darling's the most precious baby in the world, or so it says. So that was like on a desk, and there's like stuff strewn about everywhere. So this room looks like it hasn't been portrait of Joanna. It looks like a portrait of Joanna when she was pregnant. It's been torn to shreds.
However,
this portrait's in sorry condition. The expected mother should be a heartwarming sight.
It can't be.
So now we're at a table, and there's like all sorts of stuff. An unfinished letter. There's an unfinished letter here. It looks like it was addressed to someone. My child has returned. God has answered my prayers. It says that I'll surely must be a gift from God himself. I will no longer be alone. Got a crib with a teddy bear that's like had half its head like ripped off. It's a broken cradle with something heavy placed inside. This break looks to be unnatural, don't you think? Like something other than the baby was put here. Is there anything else?
fine.
Got a bomb
Keep
of
it.
life, which is kind of a curious decision to put something like that in there. So now we can head on through. There's a door that has the dark magma coming out of it.
I don't like this.
I can sense that monster up ahead. Are you ready? I'll say not yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
What now?
try to. So I've got a few magma items left that I can deal with.
Ready?
I'm gonna open the door. You ready? I'll say let's go.
Yes.
Let us end this here. It's time to close this case. So we go through the door in the back of the nursery, and
What?
now
Here
we're in like
already?
a large open room, carpeted floor. Joanna's there.
Is that a baby?
We hear like a crying noise.
Nope, not a baby.
Are you hungry? Oh, so fussy today.
It's Joanna, and we can only see the bottom half of her face. Like, the camera angle is very, very intentional with how they're showing her in this. Our characters are in the background, and then the monster runs forward, and
This
it's
monster.
like a
Is it a human?
it's a hideous baby head that has like a mouth that has like dried blood coming out of it, brown curly hair, huge like bluish purple eyes, a weird golden pacifier, and it's got like a little thing like over its hair, a bib with like blood on it, and then 2 legs. Like, it doesn't really have much of a body. It's like a classic demon baby monster thing that you would see out of like any horror story about like a baby monster.
This is the child you hold so dear? So, all the victims you kidnapped?
Oh, my darling has a hearty appetite. I had Morris deliver us food. Were you able to secure a meal?
Well,
Oh, useless! You have failed to eliminate the bounty hunters, and now you've led Heismay himself here. But no matter. You look tender enough for my darling's liking.
What?
And the thing's got its mouth open. And we see blood splatter on the floor. Our characters kind of just look on in horror, and it ate
Just
Morris.
devoured a man. All I see is a mindless monster.
And a monster is what I see when I look upon the world. People are beasts of fear and superstition, murderers without remorse.
We got all
I
these
have done
candles
nothing
coming
they've
on
not
now.
done to me.
The lights are dimming, but the candles are coming on. A much more ominous thing.
Abominations.
We s-
They are the unnatural. They deserve to die.
So
They should all be
she's
so
like,
glad to nourish my child. My dear, sweet child.
A mother's love should nurture, but this is beyond the pale.
And you? Do you not condemn her? She kidnapped children, murdered them in cold blood, and would see you blamed for it.
Heismay's got his eyes
In
closed.
truth, I know this woman's pain all too well.
Huh?
In the name of her child, she was willing to turn against the entire world. Behind her atrocities, I see the devotion of a bereaved parent. You found yourself unjustly in a terrible darkness, and I struggle to blame you. Burying
Lights
your
are
own
starting to
child
turn
is
back on
unbearable.
now.
Grief and madness fill the gaps where love had been. But my eyes were opened. These people helped me see. The only way to beat the darkness is to confront it. Step by meager step. You must walk back to our reality.
All the lights
Look
suddenly
upon
turn
that
back on.
and see true that it is not the child you once loved.
Be silent! You know nothing of it. Your sermons better suit a preacher, but that is not your place here. You are here to be eaten!
Good. Show me your hate. Pour out your darkness. We'll fight, but not in justice's name. Grief is its own death, so we will show you life!
Darling, are you still hungry? Mother wants you to play with your food!
And here's the boss fight. It's the demon baby.
Come, my darling. It's time for supper. Eat up.
All the people who disappeared. This must have been the last thing they ever saw.
We break this tragic curse here and now. It's the only way we might mourn them. Let us finish this, Captain. We'll put an end to this horror, whatever the cost.
If we can figure out what it
power
really
of
is, we can
kings!
win. Let's get after it.
So it's the Homo...
Slash!
Critical hit. Heismay's a real ace.
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
Oh, power of heroes! Burst forth!
I'll use what I must. I show no mercy.
Everyone's defense fell.
Beautiful dodge, Heismay.
Let's go.
Heismay dodged, so
Win! I call upon royal power within!
Vulcanburg's guard is down.
This won't do.
So, and we can see like a massive baby toy horse in the background, and then there's like a window with curtains in the background, and then we're on like red carpet. I'm just gonna use Knight's Proclamation and
strike me if you dare.
Humans tend to have really high attack power.
Die!
My character's defenses fell pretty significantly.
Stroll, they've sapped your defenses.
Come forth, royal soul! Scour!
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
I can use Meta Line, which heals everyone in the same battle line. Since my whole team is in the front line, I don't have any mages.
Critical hit.
Let's stay calm. Let's go! Win! Are you prepared? I'll cut you down!
It's down to about a quarter health. Focused aim. Watchful eyes observe the whole battlefield, gathering power.
Vulcanburg's guard
Oh,
is down.
power of heroes! Is that all?
Never use Knight's Proclamation. Draws attention.
Die! Formidable indeed.
Heismay, they've dropped your defenses.
Scour! A tough one! I call upon royal power within! They die hard!
Soul Scream, which gives it 4 turn icons. Jumping playtime does damage to everyone, but since one of it
my
misses,
darling, Mama's here. Mama will always be here for you. Here, take all the magic I have.
She
Mother's
healed
love,
the
and she-
demon baby. Vulcanburg's badly wounded. Someone heal her. Vulcanburg's down. Get her back
burns
up.
down, but she absorbed enough hits. And all my characters'
Is
defenses.
everyone okay? That thing's been staring at us for a while now. It's so creepy. Wait, staring at us? That's it! The eyes! I bet if you go for those huge eyes, it'll have a hard time hitting us. We can't afford to feel sorry for it right now. Wait for an opening and try blinding it. If we hit its eyes, maybe it won't move around so much.
I'm I'm just gonna use a bomb of life.
I was
here.
saving this.
Full health.
I won't hold back!
No.
Wind!
So its eyes have about 1,000 health each. Oh, and they resist slash.
Only a flesh wound.
Now it's defense again. I think the eyes.
Oh, worthy foe after all.
Face me! I dare say we've made our
So
point.
when once you knock out one of the eyes, it just turns like a bunch into a big bloody mess. And actually, you don't even need to attack the eyes. It just makes it
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Kill the body that ends the fight. And
Captain? Heismay!
character dodged.
Some dark, commendable bearing.
Come forth, royal soul! Push through!
Where we are!
The eyes are all knocked out.
What?
Eyes
This
closed.
is bad.
Rampage
We
comes
don't know
from
who
all
it's
angles.
targeting.
Gathering power.
Let justice prevail.
This
I stand waiting.
Let us. I'll use what I must.
I show no mercy.
Let's go! Wind!
I call upon royal power within. This calls for one of these.
It's a boss fight. That's the time to use your body.
Nothing. Is that all? With blade in hand! Is that all?
Vitus power! Scour!
I'll cut you down.
Right on target. Nice one,
For all that we strive for!
Oh, so I can actually have her use a spell.
They yet cling
She
to
does
life.
a little bit of damage. Eye regeneration. Eye regeneration. I'm not actually gonna focus on the eyes again.
Apologies.
Thing's weak.
Would you
Joanna's
finish
not
it?
gonna do it
Wind! Still up?
again. So
Are you prepared?
we take it out, and the eyes kind of roll up, and it just falls over to the side. His eyes are closed. The tongue's hanging out now. Jaluzo's baby clothes.
A halfway decent result.
We got. And we got
Not bad at all.
Flight because we maxed out a level on a character that
Nice.
on a job
I
we'd
feel
already
stronger already.
maxed.
I shall
so we can
strive
give
to
points
use this
someone
power
else.
wisely.
Stroll and Hulkenberg also leveled up along with our main character. Joanna's grabbing the monster. Heismay is looking down, like depressed, that he walks forward.
Not long ago, I too had a child. But I couldn't protect him. It was in a nearby village. Some paripus started a riot, and my son was caught in the middle of it. They beat him until he was barely recognizable. Even bloodied and battered, he clung to life. But his body was broken. He couldn't move. And not a single person came to his aid. He was a Ujif, and to them, that's all he was. But he was a helpless child, left to die in a pool of his own blood. By the time I finally got to him, it had been hours. It was too late.
I had no idea.
I couldn't abide it. Reality was too painful, and I ran until I was spending my nights and days in the sandworm's pit. Better to live in solitude than in the embers of hell. That was the real reason I lived in that den of beasts. I thought death would be a mercy.
Heismay.
And then these meddlers came along. They dragged me under the night sky I'd not seen in many seasons. And beneath those stars, it finally came to me. This is not the life my son would have wanted for me. That thought changed my whole perspective. His memory deserves love, not pain. Look with your eyes and your heart. You can ignore it no longer. You loved your child, not this creature. And the child you loved is gone.
If
She
I
takes her
could
hands
have
off the
sacrificed
monster.
my life instead, I swear
to the
I would
floor.
have done it. I loved my son with all of my heart.
I know. Nobody could ever deny you that. And now, the nightmare is over.
What do we do? Do we present this creature as evidence?
I don't know. Our testimony's likely not enough to prove this monster was behind the disappearances, and it'd be easily denounced as a publicity stunt.
Do you recall the promise I made when first we met? I pledged my political support if you were able to solve this matter. I fear that after all this, it is a boon I can no longer provide. But if you need a head to present to the judges, perhaps it could be my own.
So what do you mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Please take me to the exhibition of the brave. I will confess the truth before the masses. Surely the evidence will be undeniable when heard from my lips.
Yet as a holy woman, 'twould be bold-faced ignominy to sanctifex Forden. You risk dire consequences, possibly even without trial.
I have but one request. Before I depart, I would ensure all my duties are passed to my successor. I know I ask much of you, but would Barden and I be permitted to join you in Oceania later on? I will atone for my sins. For my son's sake, I must.
What should we do? There's no guarantee she won't take this opportunity to escape.
But I see her point. The people here have suffered enough unrest. If she is to leave them, she must ensure they still have guidance, else they'll fall to chaos and panic.
You are our captain. The decision is ultimately yours.
Say I'm gonna choose to trust Joanna.
I'm choosing to trust Joanna.
Rumors painted Heismay as a criminal, but I chose to believe in him. Want to extend Joanna the same grace. Country where no one's future is written in stone. That's our goal. And then this is a chance we have to
You're
take.
too nice for your own good. But you might have a point about not forcing her.
Our treatment of her might reflect on her confession, too. Don't want anyone saying we coerced it out of her.
Then 'tis settled.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. 1,000 times. Thank you. Oh, how curious. It's as if the fog has finally lifted from me.
Quest clear. Apprehend the real kidnapper. Joanna, the true culprit behind the abductions, was detained. This will put an end to the kidnappings. She's admitted to the crime and will meet us in Oceano for the exhibition. Evening, July 5th.
I've heard the news about Lady Joanna.
Got Barton. He's kind of looking down. He's not...
I will assume the duty of our escort to the exhibition, and I'll ensure the warrant on Heismay is taken down. Rest assured, your bounty will be paid in full. After all, I asked that you find the true culprit, and so you did.
Ha-ha! I say, we could upgrade the gauntlet runner with some extra spondulics, eh?
Gallic slaps
Young
Eurus.
man, I have a request. Could you donate a portion of the money to the bereaved families? I know 'tis not my place, but something must be done for them. Their pain must be unbearable.
It's all rightfully theirs.
Not just some of it. It's all rightfully theirs.
Well said.
You'll hear no objections from me. All we really needed was a head for the exhibition.
My word. You're all indeed true knights. I'll personally make sure the citizens all hear of your bravery and spirit.
Just as long as you keep this out of the public ear until the exhibition, right? We can't have our opponents finding out and trying anything underhanded.
You have my solemn word. I'm glad I entrusted this to you.
Heismay, the Old Town Kidnapper. Charges made against Heismay and the bounty were falsified by the real criminals. At his behest, I donated the bounty reward to the victims' families. Quest clear. But I still get courage points for it, unfortunately.
Heismay, 'twas thanks to you that we found the truth. We'd not have revealed the culprit or the secret of the castle on our own.
I agree. If Barden thinks we're true knights all, that goes double for you.
If you've nowhere else to go from here, perhaps you might join us and further lend us your strength.
You're in this race to become king, are you?
Not exactly. Look, you think it'd be all right to tell Heismay the truth?
I'll say fine by me.
We've come this far together. It's fine by me.
Yes, I have no objections either.
We told Heismay everything, from the prince's survival to our own plot for Luis's
So His Royal Highness lives. I see now why you all fought so desperately.
Would you lend us your strength?
You already know my answer. My life may not weigh much, but I gladly pledge it to your noble cause. If I'm to choose a lord out of loyalty instead of dependence, then there's absolutely no shame in that.
Say not a lord.
Not a lord. A friend.
Hear, hear.
And we rank up to rank 981. Right. After solving the case, I've gained the support from the people of Martira. I'm one step closer to Luis and executing our plan to save the prince.
I wish I could have done more to help in Martira. I was so ready to prove myself, too.
Gallica seems to be doubting herself. She wanted to play a more active role, but I suppose things didn't go according to plan.
But maybe I found something better. A goal worth chasing. So I'm gonna focus on that from now on.
I can sense Gallica's newfound motivation and faith in me.
The mystical fairy, Gallica, keeper and heritor of the mage's virtues. Through thy shared bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom. Bear this new power, foster this connection, and by their strength, fulfill thy destiny.
Rank up, rank 3.
It's you and me. Our destinies are
intertwined. The party can now study the wizard, and enemy analysis in squad battle is now more detailed. Wizard archetype. You can now study the wizard in academia. Try seeing what powers await you.
Okay. Now all we have to do is head to Briarhaven and wait for Joanna to arrive.
Ah, about that. Dash it inconvenient, but there's apparently been a landslide on the Valley Road. Utterly impassable. The old road crews should have the mess cleared by the competition, so until then, your time is yours to waste.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
So after the amount of days, let's see, how many days do we have?
The deadline is...
It'll be a few days until the road to Bloilhaven is recorded. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anyone needs our help until then? An excellent suggestion. The city's residents still face manifold problems. If we were to lend a hand, then we stand to gain by improving our own reputation as well. We could also supplement our funds by taking on a simple bounty or two. Perhaps we should see what's available. Well then, let's make the most of the time available to us. It's up to you what we do next, Will. So we've got that bounty in that other area we took before we went into the dungeon. Not really sure what other quests are available. We can report the quest to more. We'll do that at the start of the next video. Thank you so much for joining us. We solved the mystery of the missing children. That scene at the very end of the dungeon, though, is amazing. It's one of the top scenes in the game. And a lot of people think Heismay is the best written of all the main characters. And that scene is kind of the start of where that comes from. How he's able to use his own pain to get Joanna to confess and admit that, you know, they actually are really similar. And that when you give in to your despair, it can lead you to do really, really bad things if you don't watch yourself. And, you know, the fact that she was exacting revenge in her own town because, you know, a few people that happened to be informed on her private life, you know, murdered her child and exiled her partner because they didn't like the fact that the child was biracial and her partner was a different race than her. You know, just really, really demonstrates kind of the themes of the game, and it really shows the depth of Heismay's character that, you know, he's able to forgive her even though she set him up and tried to blame him as cover for her own, you know, her own failings and her own schemes to get revenge on her own people. So, really great scene. I think it was a really good illustration of, you know, some of the best that Atlus story writing has to offer, because they do have a lot of really good story writers. The Persona games are also fantastic, and you know, I played some other games back in the day when I was younger by them too that were really good on the Nintendo DS and 3DS. But that's all I really got to say. So we got to see kind of Heismay take a leading role there in that dungeon, and you know, we'll be helping out the people of Martira in the next video, and depending on how many like dungeon quests and stuff we do, we may end up you know, just doing a lot of quick stuff and wind up in Oceania. If not, then we'll end up down there in Bloilhaven in the video after next. So thank you again for joining us. We'll be back with more Metaphor Refantazio very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and we hope you'll like, subscribe, and comment, and thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.